Hi there, welcome to my channel. This is Cuspa Beauty Tarot. I appreciate you being here. Hope you are all doing well. This is a reading for Virgo Libra, and it is for beginning of August through beginning of September 2021. It is a relationship reading, so it could be any relationship. It could be work, family, romantic. You will know what it is for you. And it is a general reading, so you're going to know if it's for you or not. If it's for you and resonates, you can claim your reading. If it is just not resonating, I'm just reading the messages and the energies, and you can pass on by. Check out other readings, and it just may not be for you. As you know, general readings work that way. So without further ado, I will see what's going on in my traditional relationship reading for Virgo Libra. Virgo Libra, you are in the energy of the Queen of Cups. You see your person as the energy of the Empress. You feel about them the Devil. They're in the energy of the Ace of Pentacles. They see you as the Tower. They feel about you the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, a lot of major energies happening here. Between you is Judgment. The obstacle is the Ten of Cups. The advice is the Magician. Interesting. Potential outcome is the Four of Swords. And the bottom of the deck energy is the Seven of Wands, or in this Italian deck, Bastos. Has Seven of Wands, Five of Swords, Nine of Swords. Ooh, there's some troubling energy undercurrent here. But Eight of Discs. So is there an element of wanting to work on this? I don't know. There's a bit of defensiveness, a bit of tumultuousness or tumult. So let's see what's going on for you, Virgo Libra. You're in the energy of the Queen of Chalices. Very forgiving, kind, loving, supportive. You know, I feel like no matter what's happened to you, there's an element of you that would give it a go or offer your hand or offer your ear to this person, whoever they are. You see them as the Empress. So you either see someone as a very creative, abundant mother figure or feminine figure, no matter male or female, that they have a receptive feminine energy, or if they have a genteel or kindness or nurturing aspect to them. So it doesn't matter what gender or a gender energy you're identifying with. You see that person in a generative, creative, propagating, and generous and nurturing energy. But you feel about them the Devil. So you have really mixed feelings about this person. It's a push-pull. Connected to them. You may even feel a passionate attraction toward them, or hard to close off the cycle with them feeling. They are in the energy of the disc. So the Ace. So they may have offered you an offer recently. They may have come back around and extended you some kind of offer, personal or business. Thought that they had something to give you that you might have been interested in. Having kind of a renewal feeling, you know, that they wanted to start something of value, of substance. The beginnings. Ace of Pentacles is always kind of a golden beginning, or they're doing that in their life elsewhere. They're thinking of starting a new cycle in their life. Whoever this person is, they see you as the Tower. They see you as somebody who's shaken things up for them. Maybe you've done something recently unexpected. If you were not available, maybe you came back around. If you've usually been available, maybe you cut yourself off from being so giving. So whatever was, or what was predictable to them about you, Virgo Libra, feels different, feels sudden, feels like a rug was pulled out for them. Whatever happened. Now that said, they feel the Wheel of Fortune. Like, you know what? I think some of them might feel they're kind of leaving it up for grabs. They're leaving it to the universe. They have a good feeling that, you know, whatever will be, will be. That there's still a good luck feeling around you. They still think of you, and they still think of you in a positive sense. For the most part, you know. The feeling between the two of you, or the energy between the two of you, is Judgment. So maybe you have recently had a bit of a reconciliation. But I think it's perplexing them in some way. They're not rushing toward it. The obstacle is the Ten of Cups. So I think the obstacle is, for both of you, is if this is a relationship that lets you both be happy is what I'm feeling. Is this a relationship that lets you both be happy, or does it have too much dynamism and change? As we know, sometimes the most electric or sometimes in the past attractive type of connections are also not the most calm or the most sustaining. So I think both of you have questioned that. If this is a reconciliation or a partnership or a relationship that can be sustained. But the advice is the magician. So the magician is everything at his disposal. So it's to be crafty, creative, I think. The magician, I think, keeps an open mind because he doesn't know what tool he's going to be able to use next to impact the situation. But he's definitely powerful. And he definitely creates. And he also is one of the few cards that has the infinity symbol. So to me, that's like universal again. With the wheel here is kind of like there's an element that is out of your control, but there's a need to stay open-minded, and maybe there's more to create here. I don't know if it's right now, because your outcome card is the Four of Swords, which implies a rest. So for this period, beginning of August to beginning of September, Virgo Libra, it could be that this just needs to take a beat. Okay? And also the Seven of Wands, there's some just conflicting energies here. Seven of Wands is a little defensive, so pushing an agenda on either of your sides is probably not a great idea. That's what I'm feeling. So, with that said, let's see what we get from the Mystic Moon Oracles. Messages for Virgo Libra and this person's energies. Beginning August through beginning September. I shuffled these really good before your reading. Let's see. Definitely wanted to come out. Crossroads. Yeah, you're going to need to take a beat and figure this out. You're at a crossroads and you need to... Here's a literal crossroad with a bunch of signs. You're going to need to see what you really want to do here. And I think the release is how you define it. Virgo Libra is how you define it. Is it a release of this relationship? I'm not sure about that. I think it's more a release of needing to know and releasing it to the universe. It's a releasing it to the universe. I see it. And taking the time to kind of contemplate. Because you are at a crossroads here, you might need to complete a cycle of some kind. Maybe sometimes cycle completing doesn't mean an absolute ending with a person as much as it could easily be completing the cycle with the way you used to be in this relationship. It could be that you're doing it differently, thinking about it differently, coming back to engage in it differently. So that entirely can be a completing of an important cycle. And if they're the devil for you, it absolutely could mean it's a karmic thing that you just, maybe you've done it. Maybe you've done it. And for them, they're wearing a mask. They haven't been really forthright on how they feel. Conclusion. Cycles. They're concluding a cycle. Again, it doesn't necessarily mean that that it's an ending, but it means that it's probably not going to be what it was, and that's okay. Because cycles usually, the other cycles of these things served a purpose. It's important to think about the crossroad in the sense of what purpose did it serve you? What purpose did it serve you, right? Divine timing and shadow work. What purpose did this serve you, Virgo Libra? It's pretty telling. Need to do some funking on that one. Okay. And we'll just pick one or two from the good tarot to see what other messages. So this is definitely an important person for you. I feel like it's one of those not too many come along like this to impact your life in this way kind of people. Could be somebody who triggered you, reminded you of somebody from your growing up years, maybe opened a soul wound. But I think like you've done a lot. I think you've done the cycle. I mean, you're in the Queen of Chalices. You're a queen. Just think that maybe you gave a lot here, is what I'm feeling. And you're just really deciding, is this a situation you still need to give to, or is it a new cycle? And the King of Swords. You might be dealing with a King of Swords, or you might have a need to not be so overly emotional and really tap into your mental stability on this. I do feel like more than likely you're dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and the 9 of Wands. So again, around the block a number of times with this person with the 9 of Wands. And we have the Knight of Cups. You tend to be the person that's willing to give and be more understanding with the, the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups. And they tend to be much more detached. So that's exactly fairly typical, right? In a soulmate or runner chaser kind of a thing. But it is a cycle that they may be already one step ahead on concluding. I think you tend to hang in there a little bit longer, but you are ready to consider calling up to whatever is in your greater good. That's what I feel. So I would highly recommend that. And the advice is to tap into your own creativity, tap into your own knowledge. You have all the resources you need. And doing that through rest, solitude, exploration. See how you can release this to the universe. And I think the good things will come. This is not a negative reading at all. Different cycles are fine. We have to kind of change. Life is about change and cycles. So I wish you well with it. Please comment if any of this resonates for you or doesn't, or what you're thinking. Like and share and subscribe. And I do appreciate your support, definitely. And I will see you soon. Thanks.